What is up, guys? I think this time I'm more excited than you doing those predictions because I sneaky peek into the picks like before matches, so before our predictions I already kind of know like who plays who and stuff like that. But now there's like 3 bye weeks upcoming for me, and I have no clue who is playing lately. So the first thing I see is Toxic and
Strength?
Strongsage.
Strength is
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Strength is back. So we got Strongsage and Toxic as a force matchup, which is gonna be super cool.
Yep.
I don't know how Toxic gonna handle this aggression and stuff, but I already see like a little bit of change. I already see that Johan is watching our predictions. He's learning with each week because this time
Really?
he didn't ban CK.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine? He didn't ban CK. Strongsage banning the M6. He's still waiting for this Crucible to be back in the map pool. And Tox is banning Deep Embrace, which is a very good choice because Strongsage is super good on that map, and I think it would be such a huge mistake if Tox decided to ban CK again.
Yeah.
Because in his case, I was repeating this many times, I think CK should be a really good map for his
But
playstyle.
if he doesn't ban CK, he should pick it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I, that's what I think. That's what he should do against Strongsage. I
Yeah.
think. I think majority of players are for speaking like CK with him.
You know what's the problem with banning Deep and not Awoken, and now you're giving him clutch basically for free.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
but Stux
exactly.
doesn't really play Deep Embrace, so he's kind of forced to do that.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so we got Awoken and Ruins, and then obviously Strong Siege is banning CK,
Of course.
and Tox is banning Veil, and we got Molten. So yeah, this is the situation we are talking about, and it's interesting that Strong banned. He banned Stroke. That's actually a good ban,
Yeah,
but it's also a good pick from Tox. Like Ranger is super good against Clutch. It
of
depends
course.
how both gonna play. I really like how Strong Siege playing Clutch. It's like I always thought that, for example, you and Raisy are the best clutch players, but he's just like a little bit different. It's hard to say if he's better or worse with clutch.
I
It's
think
like uncomparable. He's just like doing a bit different plays with clutch.
I
It's
think
hard to
he just
judge
uses
him.
it differently. I think it's more like movement based compared to me and
Hmm.
Racy. Like we are
Yeah,
more
yeah,
cautious while he's going
yeah.
like full speed instead.
He's extremely moving a lot on especially on this map. A lot of nail jumps, like starting nail for him, like as clutch on Awoken, so he
Yeah.
can cross the map really easily. And this is the time where he cuts people off guard. So if Toxic is not prepared to play against Clutch and he doesn't practice it against anyone, it will be super hard for him to play against that.
Yeah.
But another map is Ruins. Toxic is banning Slash. Strong is picking Anarchy,
That's
and
such a
Toxic is going
weird ban.
Sorla. And Toxic is going Sorla. You
Um,
mean Slash?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure if he doesn't ban Slash, Strongsage will still go Anarchy, so he can at least counter.
Mhm.
But now he's going
Mhm.
into like an A
Mhm.
server with a tank. It's like
Mhm.
very difficult, I would say.
Because what else did he have?
Uh,
Ranger Stroke was banned, and
he could have gone Nyx, but Nyx on IPing, you know, not the best
yeah.
choice. And
I'm curious of this Sorlak.
yeah,
Thing is, Strongsage is also playing quite fast. I don't see Strongsage standing in one place and
oh,
doing damage
no
and stuff
way,
like this.
no
So
way.
maybe like going full speed
Uh,
into the face of
but
Sorlak
you
might
also
be.
know that we have a new patch now. So
Mhm.
now people with Tiger Ping are a bit more like struggling.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
issue I see there is like he's gonna play on under 10 ping at least,
Mhm.
Tox, because he's from
Mhm.
Sweden. So I think it's gonna be very tricky for him.
But look, it's EU West and East EU West,
Yeah,
right?
I mean
So
about the Ruins of Sornat.
okay. Yeah. Okay. But in general, the server should favor Tox.
Of course.
This is also interesting, as you said, because like this is the first week of QPL of new patch, and we'll see how does it really work in a real environment, and how players gonna react to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, you are right with Ruins. It's gonna be a nice server. It's tank, and I think it's gonna be super hard for him. Last map, Strong Stitch is banning Nyx. Tox going for scale, and Strong Stage answering with Athena. So he kinda, I don't know if he wanted to block this scale
Of
from.
course. Like that's the only reason I can see behind this pick.
But I really like it because I haven't seen Tox already for a long time playing scale, and I think he was one of the very few players who was
Mhm.
picking Scale Bearer
I
already when
remember.
it was in the map pool in the very beginning in
Uh,
2017.
I remember when it was a qualification for QuakeCon, the first QuakeCon.
Hmm.
He was
Yeah,
playing like Scale on
and
every
it was
map.
off. It was off meta back then.
Yeah.
Like nobody really used Scale except like in Sacrifice to take the soul and stuff like this. Anyway, I would. It's hard to predict, like especially with, as you said, with those international, like intercontinental games with high pings, low pings.
Yeah.
Well, despite that, so let's not take it into the consideration. I think Strongsage can pull it off 2-1.
I think this matchup is more Strongsage has to win it. If he wants to get top 8, because at Tox there is no way he can get top 8
Hmm.
anymore. But Strongsage
Hmm.
still has a chance. So for him
Hmm.
it's like he has more pressure, I would say.
Okay, and he still has a lot of matches because all of his bye weeks were the first three
Yeah,
weeks
I think
of
he has like
PPL.
4 more matches, which is a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
So
it's super good. Anyway, I will go 2-1 for Strong here, and we'll see how it's go.
yeah, I just noticed that Tox actually beat him on LAN last year. So maybe
Hmm.
it's little revenge going on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Also, Strong Sage kinda improved
Yeah, of
while this
course.
year went by, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, next matchup is Chain and Sirius. This is,
Oh.
I think, super important for both because, like, Chain already promised us to not lose any single game until the end of the season, so I still keep his promise. Sirius also has to kinda, I think, it would be good if he wins because he has high chances of being in top 8.
Hmm.
And also, I think with the way he practiced and improved and everything, I think getting top 8 and then getting a bracket on QuakeCon, it might give him like super motivational boost on LAN and like on QuakeCon when he's there, he can actually from top 8 he can actually do good.
Yeah.
And with groups, I think it kinda can break him mentally or something like that. But I think it's super important for him if he still has a chance for top 8 because I don't remember exactly his points and games and how many wins and losses he has at the
He is
moment.
6 and 5 right now, same as Nosfa.
Okay, so he definitely has a chance.
Yeah, the
So
only issue
he
I
actually.
see is like Sirius has lost the last 3 games 3-0, all of them.
Mhm.
So
And also depends who he is gonna still play in the league.
yeah, I think let me check real
He
quick.
is gonna play you definitely, right?
He has to play Chain, Rafa,
Hmm.
me, and Strongsage.
Okay, so he has a chance to get top 8
Especially last
definitely. So
match against Strongsage is gonna be
mhm,
very important for them.
yeah, and this is super important as well. If
Yeah,
he gets this one and is already on 7 wins, I think he can make top 8 and have really good start on QuakeCon. So it's super good. Anyway, chain banning corrupted keep. Sirius gonna ban Veil.
mm-hmm.
Then Sirius picking Awoken, chain Blood Covenant, which is
Okay.
kinda obvious picks at the
I
moment.
see something wrong on the picks though. Why is Sirius banning and then picking straight away?
True.
Yeah, I think they fucked up the order there. Well, whatever. It's
Anyway, Sirius banning Molten, chain banning Ruins, and then Deep Embrace is last. So Sirius banning Slash straight away on Awoken. Then Blood Covenant, so kinda Blood Covenant ban, and then Deep Embrace.
yeah.
Oh my god,
I
and
don't.
chain goes to Ranger?
Why would? No, my God. Why?
What's going on?
How is Chain? No, man. There is
Chain,
no way.
I always see Chain playing Anarchy, Athena, like Slash, all of that on DM6, and now out of a sudden he picks Ranger, and why doesn't, I don't know.
I'm actually confused if this is the right order and it's not inversed.
Maybe, right?
It,
Maybe
it
it's
looks very
Awoken.
strange.
It's Awoken first. Jesus, what am I talking? Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, sorry. We our like
Yeah, but still, it's a walk-in first, right? Why wouldn't you go Nyx?
anyways, yeah.
Like it's the same shit.
As a first pick. Okay, so we got Doom open. In this case, we got Athena open as well. What is Strog open? What is he trying to counter basically? Was he expecting Sears on clutch or something? Anyway, it's still like decent matchup because like Ranger Nyx is 50-50.
Yeah.
I well, Nyx has the advantage, let's say, but I remember Rafa I was always picking Ranger into Nyx. If to play it properly, you kinda can also chase Nyx with your orb. You can escape while
Yeah.
Nyx is attacking you with orb. You just cannot really feed and let Nyx rail you like 24/7 and keep you low.
I just feel like Nyx is way better pick for Chain, just for his playstyle. I
I
don't know.
think so too. I think so too.
Very weird.
Because Ranger, he'll be getting hit a lot, and servers are not even implemented. But
Nah.
I assume it's gonna be 2 times EU and 1 time NA,
Yeah,
so
should
it
be.
should be EU server. Anyway, second match, it's
Chain
BJ
banning
ban.
BJ. It's Blood Covenant, so why is he banning
Yeah,
BJ?
yeah. Well, he wanted to have everything open maybe and ban already for maybe last map.
Okay, so Sirius go. Yeah, that's also weird. Why is Sirius going Athena and not going Anarchy? Because I think he plays more Anarchy than Athena. I'm just confused. But okay,
I
Athena.
don't know. I think I've seen him pick Athena
Yeah,
lately.
yeah, but I think he's more of an Anarchy player than Athena. He even says
Hmm.
it a lot that Anarchy is broken. But now he's
Yeah,
picking
but
Athena.
but Chain is also super good on Athena. Maybe he wanted to block it. I remember Chain also started as one of the first players to main Athena really hard
Yeah.
on DM6. Anyway, it's decent matchup for both. Like it should be 50-50. Depends how you
What do
use
you
your
think
champion.
about Anarchy against any light on Blood Covenant? Do you think he has the upper end or no?
I think it's you need to play it specifically on this map.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me. Like all the lights against each other are really hard. I never know, for example, if it's better to pick Slash or Athena. For me, or Athena or Nyx. It's like for me, it's kind of super hard to predict it. It always goes like both ways. It's
Yeah.
like
Well,
it's only depends on players how they're gonna use the
yeah. If
champions.
it's
I
me,
think
if
Anarchy
it's
is good. I think Anarchy is super good, and it's definitely winnable against any other allied. But it's other way around
I
too.
think it's funny because if you ask me or Hilson, we will say Nyx. If you ask Rafa, we
Hmm.
will say Slash or Athena.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Um, for example, if it's Nyx, like on paper, if you think like if you imagine the game, Anarchy also has a high chance because like he really needs to burn. He really needs to get the invis out of Nyx and then try to like catch her on Veils and definitely make a kill. The worst is if you play Anarchy against Nyx and you play slow and you burn invis and let her go away and you don't
yeah,
chase and this is the worst. If you use your injection for speed to chase or escape, but you need to make a kill. That's the most important. If you're gonna play slow, it's super hard and against Nyx. That's why it's gonna be super hard to win as Anarchy against Skillson, right?
yeah, yeah.
Or even you, because you're also slowing down the game a lot if it's needed. Okay, last map, Sears banning Stroke,
Okay.
Chain is picking Doom, and then Sears picking Visor, which is like for him it's a good pick, I would say.
Yeah, but not
Doesn't
on Deep
matter the map.
Embrace. Oh my god. I
Doom is
disapprove.
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
The,
like you giving Doom to Chain, okay,
hmm.
and you picking Visor. No matter how good your aim is, the
Hmm.
movement is just gonna be so crucial on this map that I just don't
Hmm.
understand.
Hmm.
Why
Thing
doesn't he
is,
ban Doom?
Chain is super rail heavy player, so he gonna try also to slow down the game even on Deep Embrace, and it's gonna be super hard to use visor vision. You kinda need to
Yeah.
use to it like when somebody's rotating from heavy to mega or other way around or something like that, and it's still gonna be predictable for Chain.
What you could have done is not banning Stroke. You ban Visor and you go opposite, and you go Stroke Doom or Doom
Hmm.
Stroke. It's so much better, I will say, for Sirius in this scenario. But
Yeah. Anyway, I
we'll see.
think I think even though Chain promised us to not lose, he might maybe lie to us and it can be 2-1 for Sirius. I think it's much more important for Sirius to win it than for Chain. For Chain it's
Yeah.
just like, the just Quake on preparation and he kinda, because he already lost a lot of matches and
Yeah.
only now is starting to get back shape and preparing for QuakeCon. So for him it's not like a stay stay alive in the bracket or
Yeah,
not,
well, he's not gonna make top 8 anyway, so he
Mhm.
might as well
So
experiment.
so Sirius has to be much more motivated here.
Of course, yeah.
So this whole sentence "I'm not gonna lose anymore" is just a joke for me. Like I'm just using it as a joke. It's just like but I know it's not that important to him as to Sirius. So I think in this case Sirius has to win, and I don't think it can be 3-0, but maybe 2-1 for Sirius.
Yeah, looks the most like
And he has
obvious.
good picks as well. He legit has really good picks. He has like Nyx on Awoken,
And Athena
which
on
gives
Blood
him
Covenant.
advantage, and Athena on Blood Covenant, which is very winnable against Anarchy.
Yeah,
Super winnable.
yeah. We will see.
Yeah. What is this? It's third match. Okay, it's Nosfa Sib. We
Oh,
got NA East, South
SA.
America, NA
Whoa.
East.
How much ping did
So
will see have on SA? 200?
I don't know, but yeah, and this is the new patch thing. I'm just curious, like how Nosfa now will play with high ping,
Oh boy.
if it's gonna change something for him, because we've seen strange things going on high ping, not only with him but with everyone.
Yeah.
That sometimes you don't hit anything on high ping, and sometimes you hit too much, like
Mm.
especially rails.
There is no balance. Yeah.
And okay, let's check picks. It's Deep Embrace ban for Nosfa, then we got Veil ban for Sib.
Okay.
And now Nosfa picking Awoken and Sib is picking Ruins. I was thinking he gonna pick CK.
Same. Same.
But anyway, Nosfa banning CK in this case, and Sib banning
Molten
Molten, and we
Falls.
got DM6.
It's super weird that she banning Molten instead of Blood Covenant on last map. That's very weird for me.
Yeah, I think Nosfa is definitely better on DM6 than Molten.
Yeah,
He just likes to jump out of Molten too much sometimes. But no, DM6 is his main map, I would say.
yeah. Same.
And I don't know why he didn't pick CK, I mean Sib, but whatever.
I have no clue, but this is very important for Nosfa because he can actually make top 8 this season. So he has to win this matchup.
I think he's super close to it. Isn't he already on 6 or 7 wins
He's
even?
on 6 wins and 5 losses. Same as
Okay.
Sirius. He's above Strongsage. And
Mhm.
he's above Dramis as well.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah. He has
Okay.
good chances.
Okay. So he's top 6 now or something like that.
Well, he's top 9 because he has one less match played.
Top 9.
Yeah. But
Okay.
his map score is very good.
Mhm. All right, so it's next ban from Nosfa on the first map. And Sip is going Anarchy.
Wow. What is this? What is going on with those picks? And
I don't know. I think lately anything can work, to be honest. It's just a matter of how we're
I'm
gonna play it,
asking,
but
why is Sib not picking clutch here? Like, why
yeah,
not?
right? He's clutch player.
Yeah, he's very good with clutch.
He could actually try, definitely.
Especially because Nosfa's very high ping on first match. Like,
Mhm.
but he goes for the anarchy and Nosfa goes
Maybe
for the shock.
yeah, maybe he was afraid of. Now he gave me another idea because I was always thinking on a Awoken like, okay, if somebody gonna pick clutch into me, I'm definitely gonna pick stroke. If stroke is banned by the guy, I'm gonna go ranger or Nyx, right? But you can also play anarchy, to be honest, into clutch. I think on Awoken it should be super good, and I think Cypher used to do that as well, and it
Yeah,
was super efficient.
yeah, you can
Because
escape.
anarchy can escape first of all. Second of all, it's very hard to hit. So if clutch comes in with LG fight or anything like that, you cannot already hit like 50% on anarchy that easily, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, anarchy Strogo. Then we got slash ban for ruins and Nosfa going ranger, and Sip
Okay,
is going visor, which
okay,
is good.
yeah.
Nosfa
Nothing.
banning Athena. Sip is taking Doom, and Nosfa is answering with Galina. Uh, okay, so second map, ruins. Ranger visor.
It's South American server. There is no way Sib is gonna win
Yeah,
this match. Like, not this map. I can't see it happening at all.
and Nosfa gonna play super aggro with orb
Yeah.
and everything. He
No.
can even. It's really possible to also take 2 items with an orb, like for Nosfa, like taking heavy, throwing orb top, and taking mega if he does it properly.
Yeah.
In general, like yeah, I think he will be so much into the face of Sip. He needs to play aggressive. I think Sip needs to slow down the game, and Nosfa needs to speed up the game. That's how it has to look,
Yeah. I mean, the only
basically.
thing that Sib can do is rails and piercing sight on this ping. Rails are like bending around corners, like going through
Mhm.
dimensions. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the best chance he has.
Okay, last map is Blood Covenant, and we got Doom into
Hmm.
Galina.
Yeah, this is very normal matchup on this like
Yeah.
third map.
Honestly, I really like Galina pick here.
Yeah, Galin is very
You
good.
you're kinda messing up with your opponent because the map is super big, so and it's heavy railable. So you need first of all to rotate from mega to heavy with a long distance, and
Yeah.
you are kinda open for a rail hit, so you are careful. So it takes you a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Galina is putting somewhere totems, so you're already burning another time because you kinda need to go search for this totem and kinda give up control at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like super tricky, especially if it's like a very slow champion like Doom. Because if it's Slash, I think Slash already has super good chance against Garena on the
Oh, of
M6.
course. Yeah.
But I think if there is like sub medium, Garena is already getting the power with slowing down the people on rotations.
Yeah, I think Doom best chance here is controlling. Like Kilsen plays it really good on this map. It's like playing
Hmm.
against Nyx.
Hmm.
So if he can control the rail against Nosfa, it's gonna be good. But Galena,
Hmm.
like the totems are such a mystery on this map. It's very hard to spot them. Like there are 4 or 5
It's
spots.
super strong tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it slows you down a lot. Anyway, I think Nosfa should come on top here, and he has to actually to stay in top 8.
Yeah, I will say 2 to
So
1.
yeah, 2-1 for Nosfa. ZenAku Dramis, interesting matchup.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Very interesting. ZenAku is
NA,
banning
UNA,
ruins.
by the way.
Yeah, NA, UNA. Okay, that's interesting now. ZenAku banning ruins. Dramis going to ban
CK.
corrupted keep. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we got Awoken and Molten Falls. And then ZenAku banning Veil. And Dramis choosing between Blood Covenant and Deep Embrace. And he goes for Deep Embrace, which is good for
Okay.
both, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, they're
Or
both good.
Dramis. Isn't Dramis like Deep Embrace one of his weaker maps?
I think it's one of the last least played maps. I don't wouldn't
Okay.
say it's this weakest at all. I think CK by far is his weakest.
Okay, let's see the picks. ZenAku banning Slash on Awoken. So
Oh,
it's kinda Molten, Deep Embrace maybe ban, or in general
yeah,
something.
for other maps.
We got Dramis Athena and ZenAku on Doom
Mm-hmm.
on Awoken. It's good
Yeah,
for
it's
both.
it's fine.
What do you think about Doom into Athena actually on Awoken?
I would rather be the Athena,
Me
but
too.
I mean Doom is still
Mm,
good, right? So it's hard
mm,
to tell. It depends.
mhm.
With Dramis, you never know what to expect. He can be in one of those days where he just fucking eats
Yeah,
everything, and it's just
I
hard to
think
stop
he,
him.
I think he will be rushing top with his hooks like a madman. To be honest, from nail, from like shotgun, everywhere,
Yeah,
basically rushing into.
it's very hard to tell with
Mhm.
Dramis overall.
I think in general it should be very hard for Doom to play because it's like Athena is so fast, hard to hit. Even those like fights, if you have hooks, 2 hooks, right? If you hook into top, you are very predictable in that fight for Doom
True.
with rockets. But then if you hook into top, shooting rocket, and then hooking like closer to Doom, the fight becomes really messy for Doom,
Yeah.
and it's Athena who should deal more damage, I think. Anyway, we'll see. Second map is Anarchy ban, ZenAku going for Stroke, and
That's
Dramis
very
going for
interesting.
Ranger.
I don't know why, like a lot of people picking Strog on Molten nowadays.
Right?
Yeah, and
And it's
it's
like a yeah, it's like a throwback to like 2 years ago. I think it's throwback to the time where you won the QuakeCon. I think that was very common pick, like
yeah, yeah.
Anarchy into Stroke and other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Rafa actually streaming like a few days ago, and I've seen him picking Stroke against someone in a practice game. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the reason, and we know
I mean,
ZenAku probably
you have
probably
mobility,
watching
right?
every single game of Rafa, so he probably also knows like what is the meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got mobility and everything. It's just Ranger. I I actually like this pick here
The
into
Ranger?
Ranger.
Oh, the
No,
Stroke?
no, no, the Stroke. Yeah, the Stroke. I really like the pick
Well, it's more Drum is picking Ranger into Stroke.
because it's yeah because you know why it's kind of like both champions abilities are kind of useless on this map.
True, true.
Not useless, they are just like less efficient than on other maps.
Yeah,
Both and Stroke Picker and Ranger Orb.
yeah,
So I think that's why it makes Stroke stronger in this duo.
yeah. Looking forward to watch it. I think Dramis
Same.
would have rather played the Stroke here than the Ranger, but
I think so too.
yeah,
That's why maybe ZenAku force pick it.
could be. Yeah.
But there was many picks open as well.
There
No,
is
Slash
always
was
Nyx.
next, yeah. Yeah.
That's such a
We just think
no-brainer.
maybe we're just thinking too easy. Like Next open, peak.
Of
It's
course.
just simple thinking
Yeah.
of simple man. Anyway, BJ is banned on the last map, Deep Embrace. I also seen this like a tendency that BJ is picked like a lot. You played BJ on Deep Embrace like twice already, I
Against
think, this
Rafa
league, right?
also, yeah.
Yeah. How do what is the strong side of BJ?
I don't
You
know.
try to use a lot of your ability or only when you are sure that is gonna be
I
like
think
efficient.
against Rafa it worked a lot because Rafa likes to rush. So I'm
Hmm.
just waiting in the middle. I heard him and he just used dual wield and it's easy kill
Hmm.
basically.
Hmm.
I think on CK and Deep Embrace it actually can be very good. And you will see that Raisy
Hmm.
also picked it against me. So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's just
I'm
very good in
curious.
fights.
Finally, someone picked BJ. I was blabbling about it for 1 year straight.
True.
That guys pick DJ on CK because it might be good. Somebody finally listened to me.
Yeah,
Anyway, BJ is banned. Then Dramis going for Aizen and ZenAku is taking next.
that's funny. Because ZenAku played the opposite.
ZenAku already won this matchup against Rafa, right?
Yeah,
Like
but it was the
next
opposite.
Aizen. Yeah, it was opposite.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. Okay.
Okay. I still think Nyx is good somehow. I don't know how Rafa lost that back then, but I still think Nyx should be good into Aizen,
Yeah.
especially into Aizen.
Yeah, yeah. This is tough to predict actually.
Hmm.
Especially because map 2 is a bit randomish.
That's first of all. Second of all, it's like ZenAku is in super good shape. I think ZenAku should win this,
Yeah, ZenAku is coming from 3-0
definitely.
in Kilson, right?
Hmm.
How can
So
you
we
not give
cannot,
him the win?
yeah,
Like,
we cannot even predict it. Otherwise, it's gonna be 2-1 or 3-0.
yeah.
Let's say 2-1 because of the servers now, and let's say it's 2-1 for ZenAku, in my
Hmm.
opinion. Uh,
Last match.
Last match of the
Because I
day.
think people don't know, but Rafa Maxer won't be played this weekend.
Hmm.
So this
It's
is.
gonna be rescheduled. I think Maxter has some work to do,
Yeah.
and he cannot play at that time. But definitely, all the rescheduled games you need to keep in mind, guys, because like there's a lot of rescheduled games. Like my game was also rescheduled with SIP lately. All the games you're probably gonna find on YouTube, on official Quake Champions YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if this is the match which will be definitely interesting for you, and and it's pity that we don't have picks for them because we will try to predict it as well. But just make sure to visit the YouTube channel. It's probably gonna be played in during the week, like mid of the week, for example,
Most
Wednesday,
likely.
Thursday. This is what we usually do. So like in next week, just make sure that you're gonna rewatch it on YouTube because it's gonna be super interesting. But this is the most interesting the matchup of the day, and it's super important for Veng to fight for the first place
And
going
also
into the
for Racy.
finals.
Also for Racy. Because he has to win if he wants to get top 4.
Yeah,
Because we have
yeah.
ZenAku very close by. And
Hmm.
ZenAku has not easy matches left, but he has very affordable matches to win.
Hmm. Hmm.
So Racy has to win against me if he wants to get top 4, I think.
Yeah. Let's see for the picks. Raisy banning. Oh my god. Raisy banning Awoken. I
Yeah.
was expecting him to ban Blood Covenant, but let's see what is the plan basically here. You are banning Veil, which is a good ban, I think, against Raisy.
Of
He
course.
force pick Veil lately a lot. Uh, Raisy picking Blood Covenant himself, and you're going for Corrupted Keep. This is
Hmm.
super weird for me, but I just want to see picks later. Maybe there is some logic behind that. Raisy banning Molten Falls, and then you're going for Deep Embrace and banning Ruins. So we got Blood Covenant, CK, Deep Embrace.
Yeah.
All good maps for you. Also decent map and very good maps for him, except maybe not as much on DM6, but still
Yeah, I think it's
he can
balanced.
play it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's banning scale as a first. I think he didn't really want to ban anything here,
Yeah.
just in general,
Yeah. Yeah.
because you wouldn't go for scale. I think on CK definitely.
This is such a tough first pick because I know he's gonna play Anarchy. So I was like, do I play Slash Rafin or Nyx? I really
Hmm.
didn't know what to do.
Hmm. I
But
know,
I
because it's
trusted my
super tough
senses.
decision. Yeah, because as you asked before, like, what do I think is better, like Anarchy or other lights? It's like this is a super tough decision. You cannot make a quick decision like this. I think Nyx is good, but I also think that Anarchy has chance to win against Nyx,
Yeah.
definitely, and especially Raisy's Anarchy. I don't know how, but Raisy always manages to pull off Anarchy pick. He kind of feels like whenever he has a chance to pick Anarchy,
He
he picks
picks it.
Anarchy.
Yeah.
That's why it makes me think that it's gonna be super, super tough matchup for you.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be was the best champion here. Is my Nyx
Mhm,
better than his Anarchy or the other way
mhm,
around?
mhm, mhm,
I think Anarchy is better overall,
mhm,
like with the kit, but I think you can still win with Nyx if you plays good.
mhm, mhm. You need to keep him low, definitely,
Yeah,
and play on sounds, and as I said, hope he's not gonna try to rush you down a lot when you don't have invis.
yeah, of
And
course.
maybe to not be so predictable on picking up veils, because
Yeah.
he's fast and he can already check it. So I don't know, it's those kind of little things. But if you're practicing a lot and you got this knowledge, you probably already know how it feels to
Well,
play Anarchy.
I played a bit with Rafa yesterday, and
Hmm
it felt good actually. So
hmm
yeah,
hmm Okay, next map is Corrupted. You are banning Clutch. He's going for Stroke, and you're going for Ranger. So it's
Whew.
like classic.
Yeah.
You prefer Ranger over Stroke.
I played this matchup last year even on LAN, and it was
Mhm,
so good for Ranger. Like I
mhm,
remember winning it quite not easily, but very comfortable.
mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah.
Next map is ban. He's banning Slash on Deep. Would you pick Slash if it wasn't banned? I think you would have to, kinda, right?
I think I
Otherwise, he
would.
would pick it.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
Okay, but you're going for Athena and he's going for BJ. This is super. I think this is super difficult for BJ, honestly.
You think so?
I think BJ is good on deep, as we said before, but maybe not not necessary against not necessary into Athena. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't have experience on deep embrace first of all, and then with this pick. So maybe you can say something more about this pick. What are the chances of BJ here?
Uh, I will say 30%. But
Hmm
it's racy, you never know. Like if he's feeling
Yeah,
it with the
yeah,
same, I'm
yeah.
like a light champion.
hmm
But if
hmm
I'm feeling it with Athena, it's gonna be hard for a medium champion to
hmm
counter me.
hmm
So
hmm
I wonder what shape he's in. Because we also
Me
have a
too.
new patch. Like, you know, with a
hmm
new patch, you need to kind of relearn the game. You have to play a lot. You
hmm
know, we have all these new video options.
hmm
Like, lag compensation is reduced. You have to play the patch a lot to get a feeling of the
hmm
game.
hmm hmm
So, we had just what, 3 days, 4 days to get used to it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, this is the hardest one to predict for me, I think.
well, I have only
I
one
don't know.
score. I have to win
You can
3-0.
only go for 3-0, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna end up 3-0. It's just like such kind of matches are barely happening 3-0.
Yeah.
What you need to do, I think, is you need to really take it step by step. Don't think it about 3-0,
Mm-hmm.
but just like go into the M6 and think really hard how to win Anarchy with Nyx. Just imagine the game, like how he's like moving a lot, using jump pads and accelerations, and how you like listen into game. Focus on the M6, and then after that refocus on another match on another map. It's the worst if you're going with that mindset, okay, I need to win now 3-0.
Yeah, I know.
But it's such a big picture that you need to, focus step by step for you.
Even
I
by
think you can win. I think you can win 3-0, but it's gonna be super hard, and I wouldn't predict 3-0.
Yeah, it's tough. Actually, like Raisy has been practicing a lot, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's my
Judge,
goal, but it's gonna be
yeah,
tough.
judging by the current shape and how you did, like until now, you should kind of win this match. But as I said, I don't think it's gonna be 3-0. Plus, Raisy is practicing a lot, so it can also go his way. I wouldn't be surprised if he
I
wins
mean,
this match.
at this level,
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
bit of a coin toss, I would
hmm
say, between the top five
Anyway,
players.
I'm gonna predict 2-1 for you, and I think there is like a room for you to make it 3-0, but there is also room for Raisy to win this match.
Yeah, I think Blood Covenant is gonna be so important to win. If you win
hmm
the first map, you just go into a different mindset on the
hmm
other two maps. But as you
hmm
said, step by step, I wouldn't even
I think
say,
so. You are right. You need to focus a lot on the M6 because it's extremely important.
yeah.
And I think winning the M6 gives you basically 60% chance that you can make it 3-0.
I'm happy because he doesn't really play the M6 that much, and the
Mhm,
M6 and Nyx are like my home ground,
mhm,
so I have
mhm,
a lot of
mhm,
experience on that match.
mhm.
But again,
Did you
it's this anarchy.
did
It's tough.
yeah, did you practice with Kilsan?
Yeah, I did. I'm
Mhm.
trying to practice with a lot of different players to kind of mix
That's
it up.
that's better. That's better because like Raisy's Anarchy is super different to
Yeah, I
Kilsan's
know,
Anarchy.
I know.
He's just like Raisy gonna do a lot of weird decisions. He's in general playing like out of the box and he's making a lot of weird decisions which work. It's
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes his decisions completely don't make sense for me, like from logic point of view. But it's somehow it works because it's the mother of sounds that people not like getting like proper sounds and other little factors that make him win those situations. So try to like expect unexpected, like as I said, some rocket jump from the jump pad or anything like this, or actually rushing something when he shouldn't rush, or like something like that, you know?
Yeah, I know him really well. I think like out of all the picks that could have happened, this is the best chance I ever have
Hmm.
for 3
Hmm.
0. Like I don't think it's possible to have better picks for me.
Yeah,
I have my comfort picks on every map. I have a Nyx on
yeah,
Blood Covenant, I have a Ranger on CK, and I have a Finn on Deep Embrace. So
yeah.
it's up on me to make it
Yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah, true. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Vank not gonna predict the score because he needs to go for 2-0 anyway. Just make sure to comment down below and let us know what you think about the picks. What you thinking in general about upcoming QuakeCon? We got a majority of challengers behind us. We still got the North American one. We still hope the Hang gonna sign up and rect
Oh,
all
that will be so good.
and join QuakeCon. That would be really good. So, team,
If you are
we
listening,
counting on you. We counting on you, and I hope you guys gonna have a great Quake event and weekend, and you're gonna enjoy. Make sure to show up. Make sure to show up already from the first matchup because like it gives reach to Quake
yeah.
and our um, and our game.
I think the group stage matches are gonna be so interesting. We should never skip them. Like there are so many crazy matches that will happen.
I think so too. What's most interesting that until the very last week we still don't know who's gonna be in top eight because it's super tight between Nosfa, Dramis, Maxter, I think
Serious,
Sirius
Strongsage.
and Strongsage. That
Mm-hmm.
is you cannot really predict it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
see you next week. Actually,
see you next week.
next week. Yeah.